Hi there, it's Rhonda here. I hope you're doing well. I am in an exciting place this week. So I have just finished the second revision of my historical mystery novel. So it's ready now to go to beta readers this week. And I'm really excited about that. It's a big milestone. And I was thinking, as I have been working on this, I was thinking about some of the things I feel that I have learned, and I wanted to share them with you. So I have four things, and I'm going to do four short little videos, and I've got some notes. And yeah, so we'll just kick off today with the first thing I feel I've learned. And I don't feel like this will surprise anyone, this first thing. And it's essentially that it's the easiest thing in the world not to finish a book. It's so easy. It's so easy to let everything else take the place of sitting down and working on your book. And I know that um, the hard way. This book has taken longer than I thought it would, not because I couldn't figure out the plot or I wasn't sure about the character arcs or not for any craft reason, but because, as you know, I work with writers, supporting them to finish their books and get them out into the world. And honestly, at times I let that override other things. And of course, there's also life, right? There is family that you get sick from time to time, and you have other things going on, making a living, getting toilet paper in the bathrooms, right? These are the things that keep our lives moving. And so they're important. But I knew that I had to actually make the time, that if I waited to find the time I had left over, there would be no time. So I knew I had to make the time and I had to show up consistently. And it's when I started doing that that I really was making the most progress and gaining the most momentum towards finishing the book. And that meant showing up even when I wasn't in the mood to write. And I have a little trick for that, that I'll share with you. So when I'm not in the mood, which I think is a bit of a luxury, a bit self-indulgent, and so but it happens. So when I tell myself I'm not in the mood to write, what I let myself do is set a timer for 10 minutes. And I tell myself I'll just write for 10 minutes. And most often, what happens is the timer goes off at the 10-minute mark, and I'm already in flow and enjoying myself and really into the book. And I don't want to give it up. So I turn the timer off, and then it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, right? And even if that doesn't happen at the 10-minute mark, I'm still connected to my book. I'm still in it. I'm still being consistent with the book. So if that tip is helpful to you, by all means, use it. I do find that a timer helps a lot. Um, but it's just true that books are written through consistency, right? It's not the kind of thing that you can do by binge writing. That's one of the world's longest way to write a book. The other longest way to write a book is to make every paragraph perfect as you go. Those are agonizing ways to write a book. And so I knew I had to show up consistently. And for me, that doesn't mean writing every day. I'm not a write every day person, but I am a write several times a week. So I sit with my schedule on Sunday, I figure out when I'm going to write, and I put that in, as though it's an appointment, right? And I think it's really easy to let certain thoughts about how busy we are, right? Or, how could I possibly work on a book in this economy? Everything is so uncertain. I don't know if this will make any money, so I'd better not. I'd better, stay safe. But I think we forget how easy it is to let a dream die, not consciously, but unconsciously. And when dreams die, I don't think that's healthy for us. I think that that has a mental and emotional toll on our lives. So I don't want that for me, and I don't want that for you. there is always something that will get in the way of finishing the book if you let it. If you let it. And so the only answer really is to make the time. And I do a few things to make it a little easier on myself. I would, for example, give myself a sticker every time I sat down to work on the book. And if I got, 6 stickers, then I got a little reward. I scheduled my times every week because it doesn't work for me with my life to say I'm going to write Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because maybe on Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment. Maybe on Friday I'm going out with friends, right? So every week I have to look at my schedule with a fresh perspective and see what's possible that week. And then the other thing I do is community writing. So in my first book finish program, we have 8 community writing sessions every week. And so as often as possible, when those fit with my schedule, I show up for those because I find that body doubling really works for me. And so writing in community, even if it's on Zoom, really works for me. There's something about like the mirror neurons in your brain, seeing somebody else do something and we want to echo it. We want to do it as well. So those are the things that have worked to have me showing up consistently. One is making the time, looking at my schedule fresh each week, showing up consistently, giving myself little rewards. I have a whole writing routine that I set up for myself, but rewards certainly were part of it. Scheduling those times every week and getting in the community sessions whenever possible. So I think that's really the first thing that I wanted to share with you. It is the easiest thing in the world not to finish a book. The easiest thing you'll ever do in your life is not finish your book. But I don't think it's helpful or healthy to let it go too long. When you're called to finish a book, I believe that's the book you have to finish. And for me, that's always been true. When I'm called to write something, I know I need to finish it. And so I'm now at the point where I've got a second revision. It's going up to beta readers. I'm really excited to be at that stage, even though I know I'm going to get feedback and there's still some work to do on the book. I know the book isn't perfect yet. I know it's not good enough yet, and I'm okay with that. All right. So, and I'll talk about that in another video. Okay. But I wanted to get this one out. So, my encouragement, my invitation to you is how are you making the time to finish the book that's waiting for you, the book that only you can write? Is it going to work for you to sit with a timer? Is it going to work for you to have stickers and rewards? Is it going to work for you to co-write with other people? What is it that you need to put in place in your life to be able to show up consistently for your book? Because books are written and finished with consistency. I know that to be true. So I hope this has been helpful. And there's a few more videos coming your way. This was number 1. I think there'll be 4 of them in total. And I hope it's helpful for you. Okay. So hi, waving at you from Ottawa, Canada. And I hope this has been helpful. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.